Need computer training for a group or office? Contact us today to get a free demo of our training at www.teachucomp.com/enterprise-licensing.
Applying masks allows you to restrict effects applied to images and protect specified image sections when you are editing and painting the image file. We've already used masks in various ways throughout the tutorial lessons. Now it's important to remember that masks are stored as 8-bit grayscale channels that you can refine and edit in the Channels panel. You can also save masks as alpha channels, which can be then converted to a selection in the future if needed. You can create quick masks which aren't saved but can be useful for working on an image file. You can also use the layer and vector masks that we created when we were working with layers and drawn vector objects. Since we already know how to create vector and layer masks, let's now look at creating quick masks and alpha channels. To create a quick mask, use the selection tool to select the part of the image that you want to change. So let's go ahead, for example, in this image, and we'll use our quick selection tool. And we'll go in and isolate our flower. Now what we're going to see here as we get to the edge here is that we always don't get the desired effect with one of the selection tools. You'll see that we've picked up some of the background over here. And this is where the quick mask mode comes into play. So after we've made that selection, we can then click the quick mask button, which is near the bottom of the toolbox right here, and give it a click. That will then fill in the non-selected areas with a rubylith mask, protecting those areas from change. So to then edit the mask, you select a painting or editing tool and paint on the mask. Now remember that white removes areas from the mask, while painting in black adds area to the mask, and painting in gray or another color will produce a semi-transparent area of the mask. So, for example, then we could go in and use our paintbrush tool here, and we can go in, we'll go ahead and increase the size of our brush, and we could go in, and what we're doing right now is adding to that mask. Well, what happens when we get to the edge? We can simply zoom in here, switch back to our brush, and continue to paint around to add to that mask. So this is just another way of creating a selection using the quick mask mode. Go in and change the size of our brush. And you could really zoom in for fine detail. So this is really nice when you're trying to make a selection that has some parts that are a little harder to grab with some of the existing tools. So you can see that you could go in and make your selections and so forth. And we could spend a while here really kind of adding in. But very quickly, just make a nice quick selection here. And we'll zoom back out just so you can see what that does. It adds to that. So then when you're finished, you just click the standard mode. It replaces that button at the bottom there, and you'll see what that's done to our selection. So you could go back in and continue painting in there and add and refine your selection that way using quick mask mode.
Like what you see? Get a free demo of our training for groups of 5 or more at www.teachucomp.com/enterprise-licensing.